Oh, hello. Welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Just having a look at the trees, doing a wiggle. Nothing quite like watching the leaves wiggle, eh? Yeah, anyway, so we're currently on a mission. Oh, that's a bit blurry. It's all very low res, I guess. On a mission to earn enough money to buy the second of the Mercedes that was being added in the most recent DLC. We've already had a 560 SEC that we've stripped and rebuilt, so now we're waiting for the Gullwing old Mercedes 200, 300 SL, something like that. I don't know, I'm not very good with cars. It's a shame because it's a car game. Right, anyway, so we need to earn some more cash, and the big job's probably best for that, so any one of these really. Running gear, hard to control gearbox, we've done a lot of that recently. I think they're all pretty much the same, to be honest. Let's decline a job. Just do them one at a time so they come back really quickly. If you do them all, they'll take ages to all come back. Oh yeah, that's the 560 one we've already... Well, it would be daft not to work on it, wouldn't it? Let's take that job. Yeah. So we're here for the Mercedes DLC, so it'd be... hey, it's two-tone! Didn't know you could do it two-tone? Oh, very excited. Because you can't do much with the paint. I'd love to be able to do more designs. Like I was saying in the previous episode, if we could design our own custom, put custom parts on cars and stuff, maybe have design paint jobs that people could do, and you could download as mod add-ons and stuff. I'm rubbish at that sort of stuff, but like on Forza and Forza, whatever you want to pronounce it as, some of the stuff people make for that is amazing. So being able to download all that, have a little, even be able to buy it, for in-game cash, just a few $100s or whatever to pay for people, then it would encourage people to do good designs that maybe they get a bit of decent income for. I mean, of course, the money would have to make a difference. I mean, I'm struggling for money at the moment, but seriously, the game progression is a little bit stilted. I mean, you don't really need money after not very long. Alright, yellow and black reflections, everyone. In fact, that one is, if it's looking to the right, it could actually be reflecting the black and... Oh no, it couldn't be. Because it's there. Right, okay, yeah. Gearbox, that's all. Right, so I think it's got a V8 starter motor. Yeah, so we don't have to worry about taking that out first. So let's get it up on the ramp. Oh, whilst I'm thinking about that, we could sell this... I just hold your right click down. Wow, an extra $58. Don't sniff at the dollar. Alright, so what do we have to remove to get this? Starter motor. And a drive shaft. Drive shaften. Come on, show me the drive shaft. Show me the drive shaft. It doesn't sound as iconic as that Tom Cruise line, does it? Show me the money. I've never seen that film. It didn't look very interesting. But crikey, that Show Me the Money got its marketing viral thing, didn't it? Became a instant hit, viral meme, whatever they call them. Sounds like something you should really be a STD clinic for. Oh, it's a bit embarrassing, but I've got one of those viral memes. I saw a lady of the night, and I should have worn protection. Oh, did that fix it a bit? Oh, it did fix it a bit. 71. I don't know what number I need it at. It's a fairly swaz looking car. Swaz? Is that a number? A number? Brain. Oh, one more, but it breaks this time. It didn't. Yeah. Right, so I also need, having fixed that, a clutch plate, a pressure plate, and a flywheel. All the other elements of a gearbox. Clutch plate, pressure plate, flywheel. Pressure plate. Don't need a clutch release bearing, so that was the only thing I didn't need. Alright. Flywheel, clutch plate, pressure plate, bolty bolts. Bolty bolts. Everyone likes bolts. And then your release bearing, and then your shiny new box that we've hammered straight on the tool bench. Workbench. Tool bench? Kind of wonder whether you should be doing something that requires you to talk constantly if you're just going to talk gibberish, but then I suppose radio DJs. Why can't I see the drive shaft? Have I taken out the motor? No. What have I done wrong? Where's the drive shaft? I can't click on anything anymore. There it is, look. Good grief. There we go. Whoops, no. I click and drag briefly. There, right. It's all going swimmingly well. And this really fast job that I've done quite slowly is he's going to earn us huge sums of cash. 3 grand actually, not bad for a few parts of a job. Did I get more money because I didn't spend on the... I didn't examine that at all, did I? Did I gain money for not having spent any on the gearbox and having fixed it? I am not sure. Ooh, look, it's the first 300 SL. Well, it would be naughty not to take that, he says, almost clicking decline job. So, we might have worked on one before. I mean, I have already forgotten. But I think this is the first one. So, going to... Wow, that's a red interior. Can I close the door? No, that's a shame. Wow. Well, it does look quite swazzy in here. It does all look sort of... The texture sets for the insides of cars are really quite basic. I mean, it just all looks like a solid... like a kid's toy car that you'd get into in a fair, where when it's meant to be all leather and plush carpet, it's actually all plastic. That sort of horrible moulded plastic that feels a bit rough to the touch. Ignoring that, it looks quite nice. It's got 160 on the clock. Oh, that'll be in kilometres per hour, won't it? Used the old MPH, obviously. Oh, that's the revs, maybe. There's the speedo. Oh, I don't know. This should be the speedo, because it's got the odometer in it, which actually has some numbers on. That's nice. I bet they don't go up when you're test driving it. Phew. Picking holes. That's what I'm good at. Right, let's go and see where the yellow and black reflections are, people, and remind ourselves what was wrong. I don't think there was much wrong with it, was there? Because I wanted a bigger job, but oh, no, that's quite a lot. General engine control. Oh god, okay, this might be quite full on. Oh, it's going on them weird backwards opening hoods. Oh man, look, it's right deep down in the engine. So though there's only one problem area marked, it was lots of it and in the engine. So no, I definitely haven't worked on the engine before. I don't recognise any of this. What even is this? Some sort of turbo or throttle? Okay. Intake manifold. Right, okay. This is similar build to other cars, but in a different sort of orientation. I get it. So that's that. And then what's this? Oh, the exhaust manifold cover comes under that. Well, this is a very different engine. It's interesting how the exhaust manifold is actually classed as part of the engine rather than the exhaust. It catches you out a bit sometimes. Oh, the alternator's connected to all this timing gear. This will all have to come off. Fan and some belts. i6. i6 is an engine type they already had, so obviously a lot of this stuff is similar, just stuck on a slightly different orientation. Quite like the way they've just done all this design for this game. I hope they do another game. There was some hints on the Steam forum that they're actually in talks with Maserati, which I assume is for more DLC. I just hope it doesn't take them as long, because it took them 5 months to get this DLC out, which is quite a long time when it's sort of 2060. You get the impression that the game's going to iterate every year, and they're already in the year after this game was released. And I mean, they're still releasing stuff, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't have to be a yearly iteration at all. I mean, just because it has been twice in a row doesn't set a precedent necessarily. And of course, it's daft to be held for things like that if it doesn't actually work. What the hell is that? It's a rocker arm. How do you get that off? You have to take this off first. All very different. So we take the timing chain off. How do we do this? Oh, we still have a timing cover. I didn't really notice. Okay. And then we can take the chain off? Yeah. No. Oh, it's connected to one of these little sprockets, look. There we go. No. So there's nothing highlighting red that I can see. Is there another sprocket that I can't see? Ah, yes, there is. Hidden deep down in there. Ah, there we go. So now I can remove the timing chain, and then the cam gear, and then potentially the shaft. Yes, okay. And then we can get these rocker gears out. Alright. Rocker arms even. Never seen that before. Not that I've seen many different engines, to be fair. So, what was that I've clicked on? Oh, what was that? A mechanical fuel injection. So that'll be one of the first fuel injections then, will it? Because I think they developed it, didn't they, Mercedes? So that was probably a groundbreaking unit that I've just removed. Going, oh, what's this? What the fuck is this bit? Oh wow, you really do have to remove everything. And it's weird that it's at this funny angle, because is that what they talk about, like a straight 6 when it's upright, and this isn't, this is just a normal 6-stroke engine or whatever, and I don't know what they call it. Listen to me pretending to know what I'm talking about. Oh, 6-stroke engine. I have no idea what's going on. Right, I have to take the whole engine block off. I think I probably have to take the gearbox off for that. Right, so... Oh, actually, before we look at that, let's see what sort of gearbox. Is it a V8 gearbox? Where's the starter motor? It's hidden somewhere. There it is. Get that out whilst we're on the ground. Alright, let's put it up in the air. Well, it does look quite nice. I'm not a huge fan of the old style cars, like the Jags and stuff from that era. I'm not a huge fan. I think I prefer the sort of muscle cars from the 70s onwards, and the mechanical fuel injection driver. Something I needed to take off while it was on the floor. Frustrating. Right, anyway, I think I need to take off the gearbox, so let's remove the drive shaft. Just freaking out textures in the middle. Alright, and then the gearbox can come off, yep. There's a fuel filter there, I wasn't sure if it was attached to the gearbox for a moment then. Alright, so there we go. Well, this is the longer build I wanted. I mean, I didn't want to do lots of little jobs, so I didn't really earn. I just fancied this because it was the Mercedes, and of course then all of a sudden it's a it's a full-on engine replacement job. Right, so I need to drain the oil. That's not him. There's me oil buddy. There we go. So, where is the oil drain hole? Let's assume that's it there. Go for the normal positioning and see if that's worked. Yeah, looks pretty good. So let's bloop, 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 bloop. Fresh looking oil at least, and a decent amount of it. Well, to be fair, most of the car looks in pretty good nick. It's only the engine itself that's full on chocolate. Alright. So now we can remove the oil pan. It's this funny angle. It's just like the car's jiggled about, the engine got slightly loose and settled in a funny position. So, I'm going to take all of this out. So presumably there's some crankshaft caps in here. There we go. The i6 can be one of the... It can be a fiddly-ish engine. It's not too bad, but it's got lots of bits in it. But then again, it doesn't have two of everything like the V8 does, so... I think that's all of them. It's hard to be sure sometimes. Right, so now I need to pop it back down, do the yo-yos. There's a few more bits to take off on the ground, like this mechanical fuel injector thingy, of which I'd never come across before. Let's get that out. Now we should be able to remove the pistons now. Now that we've removed the oil pan. I don't know, don't ask. Is there anything else connected that I've not noticed? Fuel, if that is connected, let's take it off now. Alright, and then go back up. Noting the yellow and black reflections in the wheel. Right, and then we can... Oh no, we have to pull the crankshaft out. Oh yeah, that's right. And then we have to put it back down again to take the engine bay, the block out. I certainly want to lift it out from underneath and just get crushed. Okay, so that's the whole of the engine removed. So now that should be everything. Yes. Strange noise in it? Yes, that's all done. Right, let's see if we can fix any of that. Remember what we need to fix it to first. 70%. So, yeah. Oh, it's broken. Well, all this needs to be above 70%, so I don't need to stint. So there we go, 70%. Oh, it might be 71. There we go. 71 is just to make sure. So I don't know if the engine block was any of that. No. Engine block 300 SL, of course, because it's for the Mercedes. Engine block $3,250. That's all the dollars, really, isn't it? Put all these things back on. Awesome. Get your little clips. Yeah. And I suppose it could happen with the car with the game the way it is, but you could have a car come in with the clips on something broken. That would take ages to find. Can you imagine that? Strange noises coming from the engine and eventually work out there's a clip missing on the distributor cap. That's the sort of shit they do to test you, isn't it? Like at an exam for being a mechanic. I almost said asshole. It's because my brain's a bit grumpy today. Yeah, that's what they make you do. You know, try and be an asshole. I'm full of salt, as they say on the internet. Full of salt today. I'm not quite sure why. What's going on? Oh yeah, I want to put a crankshaft in. There we go. In your pop. Stick all those other gubbins on. Yeah, lovely. Screw you. Bolt you on at slightly askance angle. Everything's at sort of 10 o'clock to the left. And that. And that. There we go. And then we've got the drive shaft. Oh, we can put that on now. Look, that's awesome. Look. Whoa. Looking all the way down the drive shaft. Got super long arms. Got my special socket extender on so I can reach all the way down the length of the car and bolt the drive shaft on. Right. That's enough of your nonsense. Is it? Is it? Are you sure? What else can we do from up here? Not a lot. I just have to put it back down on the ground. Lots of up and downing. That's another one really, isn't it? I can't resist, as the actress said to the bishop. So much fun that you'll, I don't know, choke on a pun. Oops, oh, did I break these? Well, maybe they're just broken anyway. Piston with conrod, please. I guess that's not going to be in here, is it? No, because it's not specifically 300 SL. How do I... Okay, just click in it. Press enter. No, press return, not enter. And I forgot what I wanted. Well, I'll have to look. Oh yeah, piston with conrod. Good grief. Piston with conrod. Should have clicked on the stupid bar on the right. Come on, pistons, where are you? Miles away. Piston with conrod. There it is. 1, 2. That took too long. Right. Pistons with conrods. Fuel filter. Oh, I don't want that one. Cylinder head. Cylinder head, not cover. Alright, you don't have to bolt that on at all. Rocker arm, yes. Bolty bolty. Rocker arm, yes. Bolty bolty. So I need a rocker arm. Lovely jubbly. Bolty bolts. All the bolts. There's your weird mechanical fuel injection system. I don't understand. That's different to a normal one, but I'm not going to ask. I know I kind of did ask, but I don't actually care. I won't understand anyway. Enough to know that I need a different one. Spark plugs. Comes off. Actually, I could just put in... Oh, I've never thought of this before. Was it because I'm an idiot? 1, 2. Oh, that's quite a lot quicker, isn't it? 1, 2. Camshaft, yep. Oh, these camshaft bearing nonsenses. We've got those though. Bolty bolts. Another thing you could do to this game, which would make it slightly different, although it probably wouldn't actually improve the game in any sense at all, would be to make the bolts different lengths. Not on the same parts, but different parts would have maybe different length bolts. I'm looking for a bearing, am I? Yeah. Awesome. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that before. That's much easier than searching for everything. So what else is going in here? Yeah, cam gear i6. You should be able to click and drag to move stuff around as well. Timing chain. Oh, that's 70%. That might not be good enough. It wasn't listed as a thing though, was it? So 70 is the number. So I thought it had to be over 70, but apparently it can be 70. So that's good to know. I've got another tricky one in here somewhere. Where are you, little bastard? Don't tell me I can't put you on. There we go. Just got to find the angle. Alright, and then we can put on the timing cover. Crankshaft pulley. There's a fan somewhere. So I got the belt, which might be knackered now. That's fine. Good, good. Oops, I didn't put the belt on first. That's weird. Should have ordered. Kind of expected to have to go on first. But there we go. It's all done. Right. So we've got the cylinder head cover. Nice, just 3 bolts. No excessive requirement there. Ignition wires. That's that side finished, I think. Ah, yes, we needed the exhaust manifold, didn't we? Exhaust manifold. That's especially quick to do that for searching if the vehicle that you're searching for has a very easy, unique code you can put in, like the SL, for instance. I mean, some of the cars share manufacturers, and there's no... Oh, I don't know. There's probably always going to be a unique thing. It's just a case of thinking about it. That ain't going to happen, is it? Oh, I was thinking about it, lark. Right, so that's most of it put back together. What about this starter motor? What does that need to be? Oh, yeah. So, is that it? I might have to put some more oil in it, because I have taken it apart. I have to put the oil filter on it. That's an intriguing question. I did drain the oil out, didn't I? Of course I did. Yeah. I remember doing it now that I've thought for 2 seconds. So, oh, it isn't in assemble. Why can't I? Oh, I can't go into assemble mode, so I'm not in the area. Oil pan. Oh no, I've got to put all these flipping bearing caps on. There we go. 1. Oops. Missed. 2. No, we're going to buy one as well. 3. Is it just one we need? No, we need 2. I think 1 there. And 1 there, yeah, 2. So, cap. Well, no, I know what I've written there, but it's not cap. Of course, it helps if you can type. Cap shaft there. Alright. And there we go. Well, if that's fiddly in this game, imagine what it must be like in real life. Okay. Oil pan with its surprising yellow and black reflection, what it's trying to be. Alright, so now we need to put it back down to the ground. Oops. And insert oil. A little bit of blood for the engine. Engine blood. Just don't notice the fact that it's spilling down the side of the car. Okay. That should be plenty. Do the right thing and check. That's good enough. Good enough. So there we go. We've seen the 300 SL. I keep calling it 200 SL. I don't actually know. And that was quite nice. So we've got 35 grand now, which might actually be worth a look in the auction house. I'll have a glance between games, and if it looks like I can buy one, I'll record it. But I don't want to just see me go and look and not be able to afford one. But we might finish off with a quick job. There isn't a quick job. I was going to say I'd do a quick job just now to round things off, but okay, that's nice and quick. Gearbox, quick-ish. Oh, nice blue colour. There's not really a need to finish off. I mean, the last job was long enough, really. But for some reason, I felt the need to bookend this episode with another job. Okay, slightly more complicated gearbox. What's this? The transfer case, not the gearbox. And it's a V8 starter, so let's just get it up in the air. There's moments like this we'd like to be able to look at the list, but of course you can't. So you have to be able, the car has to be accessible for you to look at the list. Alright. So, hello? Can we click on it anywhere? No? Dear crikey. Right. So, how do we get at this? We'll take the starter motor off. And this. Drive shaft. I can make that easier to click on, that'd be awesome. transfer case, which we still can't disconnect because something else is connected to. Oh yeah, the front link, front drive shaft effectively. Comes off nice and easily though, so that's okay. So that's the transfer case. That's one of the problems. There was only 3 problems, so the other 2 problems are obviously in here. Some chocolate in here, no doubt. Yeah, there we go. First 2 parts to come off as well, that's nice. Nice and simples. Right, and then we can go and pointlessly try and fix those, because I'm on my austerity kick. I didn't look at the percentage I need it to be. The rest of the stuff's all about 70, so... 68. What did I get that to? 64. Oh, it didn't break. How about that? Awesome. Right, okay. So we just need the... what are they called? Oh, that's right. I want to be at the other end of the fucking car. Oh, get lost. Right, so I need the pressure plate and release bearing. Pressure plate and release bearing. Right, let's do this. Let's click on the wrong bit. Let's not do this. Alright. And your release bearing. And your big box. Oop. Waiting for the bolts in all the wrong places. Start our motor. Transfer case. Nice and newish. And yeah, front drive shaft. And when you can find the hotspot. Oh. The best bit is where you move slightly and the hotspot lights up, it all goes green, and then you release the move the camera button, and the camera sort of settles back a bit, and you lose the click on ability. That's great, that is. Anyway, enough moaning, job done, extra 3 grand. Whoop. I like standing under the lift, making the car go away for some reason. Alright, thank you very much for watching that. Come back next time. Got 38 grand. It's definitely worth a try at the auction, although I might have to edit it because there might be a few attempts before the 300 is available. But there we go. So hopefully we're online to buy, strip and rebuild our 300 SL. Come back next time to see what befalls me when I attempt to do that. Bye.